So this is the first thing.
Okay.
And it has not spread anywhere, so you are very lucky.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So that much you can say.
Because you do try to convince me the first time to do chemo. I don't want.
So
It's so scary, you know, when the doctor say like that,
oh, the doctor, the specialist first, after the first pathology report, 6 lymph node not affected, organ not affected. So he advised me to do. So I said, what's the chances of improving? Because I read the research, do research. They say only 3%. I said, no, it's 4%. I said 4% like 3%, no difference.
What do you mean? Wait. You went to see the oncologist.
No, not oncologist, specialist.
Oh, you went to the specialist.
He recommended to see the oncologist, but I refused.
Okay. And the specialist who is a surgeon or what?
Surgeon. The one that do my surgery.
Yeah.
He said,
And then he asked you to do chemotherapy.
chemotherapy.
And then he said, if you do chemotherapy, how many percent?
Well,
4%.
I said I don't want.
He said you don't want.
The reason is I done a research, right?
Yeah.
The statistic from American Cancer Association said averagely is 3%.
3%.
He said no, now it's already updated, it's 4%.
Oh,
I say there's no
so the benefit of chemotherapy is updated to 4%,
Yes.
no more 3%.
So I said 3-4%.
So what difference does it make?
So then after that, then he asked the pathologist to do a second check, to check another 6 lymph node to find any others because he just checked. So the second come out, all the other 6 altogether 12 also no effect.
Now,
so then he also asked me to do still again asked me to do a chemo.
still want to do
So
chemo?
I said already the pathologist report say organ not affected, lymph node not affected, and like in the second stage, you told me second stage, you don't need to really do, but you want to do but don't really. But they say, but you want the stage. Then I say, now I already checked with the oncologist, and he said now in your case different, it increased to 20%.
Now increase to 20%, 4% to 20%.
It's much different. It's a lot of difference. So I was still asking 20%.
20%. From 4 become 20%.
Right.
Okay, let me just ask you this. If you are told that you do chemotherapy and you got a 20% chance, would you do it or not?
Chemotherapy?
Yeah.
I don't believe that it can bring me 20%. Because
are you happy with 20%? Would you do if it is 20%?
I don't believe in the 20%. Because I read the report is 4%.
No, if it is true there's 20%, that means every 5, 1 survive.
I will still don't do because first of all 20% is still very low.
What do you want?
I want more than 70%, 80%.
You want 70 to 80% or 100%?
Yes, that kind of chances.
Fair enough.
And then the second thing is that I asked him the logic. I said the chemotherapy. I read the report from this doctor Linus Pauling. I'm sure you know Linus Pauling. The chronic symptom. So he was saying that he was quoting. He was saying that that if you do a chemo, which they developed more than 100 years ago, it's basically to toxic your body and kill all the cells that you have. So your immune system will gone. So the only thing I was thinking we were discussing, the only thing we hold, I asked the surgeon, the only thing I hold is the immune system now. It is the stronghold, the last thing I have. So you want to knock it down, the immune system, so if I don't come back, so how? So he said, don't worry, and usually the immune system will come back in a few months.
I cannot say bad things about chemo. If people believe in it, go ahead.